Okay, so now we're going to set up a basic hierarchy for your document. So the first thing we're going to do is, so we have our kind of main style, which we're going to call body, which all the reading text is going to be in, and then we're going to make a new one now called header. That up there. And for header, I'm going to go a little bigger than I did for the footer. This is kind of a nice number to work with, 1.618. It's the golden ratio. It creates like enough separation that there's a clear hierarchy. But experiment and see what works for you. Okay, and then the other thing I'm going to need, and I'm going to go to the parent page for this, is a footer. So what a footer does is it gives your document a little context. It lets the viewer know who made this, when it was made, what page you're on, who it was made for, kind of all the key information you need to kind of navigate the document and know what you're looking at. It's also nice because it gives a little hierarchy to your layout, so there's some small text to complement the medium and larger text. Okay, so what do we need to have on here? We need to have your name. Right. We need to have who this is for. We'll just keep it simple. And D. Could also put the class, digital imaging, and okay, so when you see this little, I zoom in here, if you see this little red box, that means that there's overset text. That means there's text kind of hiding in this box. So just need to make the box a little bigger. And fabrication. And then we need a date. So you can do this manually by just putting in the date. So today is 12/1/2022. There's also ways to automate this, but let's just keep it simple. And then we're going to need a page number, and a fancy name for page number is a folio. Now, a folio, we don't want to have to update it every page. That's going to be really annoying. So what we're going to do here is on this parent page, we're going to select this text. We're going to go type, insert special character, marker, current page number. And now, if we click through our pages here, you're going to see it will update. Okay, so the next thing we want to do, though, is we have our header style, but we also want to add a footer style. I'm going to make this new footer. And for this, I'm going to do 0.618, the opposite of our header proportion. Okay. Oops, sorry. Times 0.618. Great. Okay. Grab all this in our parent page. And now we have a little scale. And then, you can try things out. It's called a footer, but it actually doesn't need to be in the foot. It could be anywhere you like, anywhere that you think kind of works. You can also rotate elements and put them in the columns. There's many, many, many possibilities, but the most basic is just at the bottom here. Another thing we might want to do, just a little tweak here, is as text gets smaller, the letter forms tend to squish together. It's just like an optical thing that happens. So smaller set text you want to track out a little. And then conversely, larger text, let's go to a page like this, you tend to track in a little. Let's go to my header. All right. And now it's just a matter of starting to bring this together. And yeah, this grid here just gives you, things to try, right? I mean that looks okay. There's all these different kind of options you have, right? Yeah, and that's it really. And now there's going to be like a little consistency, a little structure. I think on the opening spread, you don't really tend not to want to have a footer. So let's do header. Actually, you know what? Let's introduce one more size. So on the cover here, we're gonna duplicate this. What we're gonna do is we're gonna apply A to B by dropping it on there. And then I'm gonna apply B to all these. And then on A, I'm going to cut the footer, and then Control, Command, Alt, Shift, V, put the footer here. So now A is controlling the grid, B is putting the footer, and then there will be no footer on A. There will be on B. And it looks like we're going to need at least one more style too. So this will be new. Call this title. And it tends to look nice if you're using the same kind of relationship as you scale up your different sizes. So there's like a proportional relationship to each of these sizes. It's still too tight. Another low-hanging fruit that I think, that helps make these slightly more special is for your covers, instead of just having black text on white, what you can do is, just make a break, like have a hit of color, have it be on dark gray, something, anything. There's so many of these I see with black text on white. It just looks really, really generic. So to select the text fill, you can click on this little thing here or hit J. That white. And then this is our logo. So let's pick a new color for the background. See, then there's like a nice clean break. And you know, there's a lot you can do here. For example, if I like where this is heading, I might want to have my first text line up with the top here. Down a line. See, there's like a little relationship there. Yeah, and we just keep going. Another thing we can do is, you know, we can alter. If we don't really like where things are landing, we can adjust our grid and go back and forth between the layout and the grid. So let's see here. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to have much bigger columns. And then for my footer, go all the way to the edge here. It's a little better. All right. We'll end that there.